What's up YouTube? Welcome back to a brand new video. Today I will be doing a unboxing video of a GoPro product. Well, it's not technically a GoPro product, but more like a GoPro accessory. Before I get into that, I wanted to bring up my trip that I mentioned in one of my other videos. It's coming up, and so I will be taking off here Sunday. And so basically what I'm going to be doing is it's going to be a cruise, and so I will be heading towards Cozumel, Mexico. And what I plan on doing there is basically just going snorkeling. And you know, there's a certain trend going on where people take half photos of the water line and above and underneath it. And so I didn't know at the time, there's a few people who don't know this either, where you know, you need a certain accessory for that. And so I just originally tried it with my GoPro, and it was disgusting. And so little did I realize that there's a certain accessory that you need, and that is a dome. So this is made by Telesin, and they do I didn't really know about this company at the time, but they do make other GoPro accessories. You know, if you want to go check them out, I'll put a link in the description for their website. I got this on Amazon for 45 bucks. You know, it wasn't too expensive. So without any further ado, let's break into this box and I'll show you guys how it looks. Okay, so here we have the box. It's pretty decent size, it's not too big. I was kind of expecting it to be bigger, but I ain't. Alright, so here we have some instructions, and here's also some other GoPro accessories that you can get through them. This I will get into later. It's kind of very important as far as this product goes. Here we have this big microfiber cloth. Here we have the actual dome itself, and also a built-in underwater housing for the GoPro. A handle mount, which is pretty cool, and one of the features I like is you can unscrew this and you can store keys, papers, whatever you want to take on with you when you go snorkeling or whatever. Not to mention it also comes with a screw. We have a box right here. Here's your screw key for you to tighten and loosen it. Another extra screw, and a strap for you to tie onto your handle so you don't lose it. We have another box here, and this is the trigger for you to press when you for you to turn on the shutter button. So yeah, that's pretty much all that comes in the box. So as I was saying, there's people out there that I read on the reviews that said that this thing scratched very easily and that it wasn't worth their money. First of all, guys, it's made out of plastic, okay? So you guys got to be very careful with what you do, and that's when this comes into play. It's basically a bag for you to store the dome in. And see, it fits on like that. So you're supposed to put this on when it's not in use, when you're out of the water, because you know, plastic is fragile, it will scratch easily. And even if you do scratch it, these screws, you can't unscrew them, and this dome is interchangeable. So you scratch it, you know, I think it's like $12 to buy a new dome. So to open up this part, you just pull on this string right here, and it just pops right off, and then you can store your GoPro in there. They do make this for the Hero 10 and the Hero 9, and obviously the Hero 8. I didn't really look into which older models they make, but I'm pretty sure they make it for like the Hero 6. So yeah, when you guys buy this thing, there are certain domes where it requires you to put your own underwater housing. With this one at least, it's built in. You know, you can't take it off or remove it, so it already comes with it, which I think is pretty good. Also, for you to take like those pictures like I was telling you about in the beginning, it does come with like a line right here for you to level it. So you know, like your measurements as to how high or how low it's supposed to be for you to take those shots at. So as far as depth, this thing can go up to 30 meters, which is about the same depth as a GoPro scuba housing. And this thing is very buoyant, so you don't have to worry about it sinking when it's underwater. You know, when you let go of it, it will float back to the top, which is pretty cool. You know, you don't have to worry about your GoPro landing to the bottom of the floor. And so there's one thing that I've heard a few people say was they needed to put like Rain-X and the anti-fog inserts. If you guys don't know what they are, they're just little fiber cutouts that GoPro and other companies sell for you to put like on the sides of the housing. So when it heats up, because your GoPro will heat up, all you have to do basically is put those things in here, and so it won't fog up all of the lens and whatnot. And another thing that will help is, like I said, Rain-X, you know, will repel water droplets, and even spray it on the outside, so when you pull it out of the water will just fall right off. And yeah, that's a little quick tip as to how to work with this thing, you know, if you don't want it to fog up or any of that. So originally this used to be my setup. You know, it's a little big, and it's mostly based around these mounts right here. You know, it's a double mount for you that you can buy off of Amazon. I'll put a link in the description for this too if you guys just want to buy this and you don't want to have to worry about the dome. You know, before it used to be my Hero 7 silver and my Hero 8 black, and I still intend on using both cameras, but at the same time I also want to use this. So you know, I'm gonna see if I can try to come up with something to accommodate that. But one thing I did here was this trigger ain't exactly the greatest. You know, it does do what it's intended for, but some people were complaining on the reviews that I read that it does tend to break. You know, there could be different factors about that. They could have been overdoing it and just pressing a little too hard. I mean, by the feel of it, it doesn't really feel that fragile. You know, I don't understand how people were managing to break it, but yeah, so I'm gonna put the dome together and show you guys how it looks. You can see for yourself if it does or doesn't work. So this is how it looks being put together. I do see why, or I kind of see why people were managing to break the trigger. Another thing I noticed was I didn't know how this went at the time, but you're supposed to put it backwards, the trigger on the handle. You see how like it's curved right here? You're supposed to put it backwards, and which was kind of weird to me. But I mean, you know, it was a little weird putting it together, you know, because I've never really seen or done anything like this before. And you know, it's got another mount for you to put another camera right here. Tell you the truth, I'm not really I mostly bought it for the dome itself. I wasn't really too keen on the trigger either, mostly because I wasn't, you know, I'm not really a big fan of that, to be honest with you. So I'm gonna come up with my own way of mounting this with my other GoPro. And so I just wanted to show you how it looks, and then I'm gonna show you guys how I'm gonna put it. All right, so I had to do some maneuvering, and I had to work it a little bit to get this mount to fit directly in there. So be a little bit careful with that if you don't plan on using the trigger. Overall, I'm kind of excited to see how this thing is gonna perform. Like I said, with my Day Tripper backpack, I will be doing an updated video on that. And I will do an update video on this too to see how well it performed. And I mean, it's not the best looking setup, but you know, I do want to take videos of me, one camera facing me and the other one just facing the ocean or like the water. You know, I might actually have to cave in and use this because, you know, it's a little goofy looking and whatnot. Whereas with this, it's more purposely built for a situation like this. So I don't know. I'll let you guys know in the updated video. So yeah, hopefully y'all like this video. If y'all want to check it out yourselves, go look at the reviews, go watch other videos if you want. I will put links in the description for this mount and also the dome itself. And so stay tuned for the updated videos, and I'll see you guys in 2 weeks.